treats that look divine. Every Saturday cutting up with grown-up story time. We're hanging with Synth Mom. We're hanging with Synth Mom. Keep your language clean and fair, or you'll be stuck in the thinking chair. You could get bitch slapped. We're hanging with Synth Mom. We're hanging with Synth Mom. We're hanging with Synth Mom. Hello chat, the day is done. Make yourself at home, get your comfies on. Synth Mom's made some gifts for you. If you stick around, you can win some too. Every Wednesday baked with treats that look divine. Every Saturday cutting up with grown-up story time. We're hanging with Synth Mom. We're hanging with Synth Mom. Keep your language clean and fair, or you'll be stuck in the thinking chair. You could get bitch slapped. We're hanging with Synth Mom. We're hanging with Synth Mom. We're hanging with Synth Mom. Hello chat, the day is done. Make yourself at home, get your comfies on. Synth Mom's made some gifts for you. If you stick around, you can win some too. Every wedding streams with treats that look divine. Every Saturday cutting up with grown-up story time. We're hanging with Synth Mom. We're hanging with Synth Mom. Keep your language clean and fair, or you'll be stuck in the thinking chair. You could get bitch slapped. We're hanging with Synth Mom. We're hanging with Synth Mom. We're hanging with Synth Mom. Hello chat, the day is done. Make yourself at home, get your comfies on. Synth Mom's made some gifts for you. If you stick around, some too. Every Wednesday baking streams with treat fine. Every Saturday up with grown-up story time. We're hanging with Synth Mom. We're hanging with Synth Mom. Keep your language clean and fair, or you'll be stuck in the thinking chair. You could get bitch slapped. We're hanging with Synth Mom. We're hanging with Synth Mom. We're hanging with Synth Mom.
Hi, everybody. Hey, can you hear me? I stole Simply's Yeti. I took his Yeti. How is everyone doing tonight? Can you hear me okay? I want to be in that Verizon commercial. Is it Verizon? No. Which one? Can you hear me now? You can hear me and there's no buzz or anything. Look I got this thing. Maybe I can do, never mind. Maybe not. Hey, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? You're sick? Oh no, what's wrong? What's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. Derpness, what's wrong? Walter. Franz is back. Franz, thank you very much. It's hat time. Yes, it is hat time. And you know, before we get into that, I want to hear more about derpness. What's going on? I got a big party going on in the backyard. My grandson goes to St. Olaf in Minnesota. Oh yeah, don't you know, land of 10,000 lakes. And there's a bunch of alumni, or not alumni, students from the University of St. Olaf in my backyard. I've been feeding them. I made them cookies, and I did frozen pizza. Well, I did frozen pizza. Let me tell you why I did the frozen pizza. I was going to make homemade pizza for them, and I went to the store, and I saw frozen pizza, $7 off. So it was only $4.99. And I said, boy, you can't beat that. And it's the easy button. I mean, some of the frozen pizzas are okay, right? But I did make them chocolate chip cookies, and I did put snacks out, and I did make my favorite punch. You guys, if you want a punch pleaser for all crowds, you buy frozen lemonade, but get the Old Orchard kind because it's made with sugar, right? Read the labels. Do not get the high fructose corn syrup one, right? I get lemonade, and then I get a fruit punch and mix them together. So it's not, because fruit punch alone is too sweet. Lemonade sometimes is too tart. The combination is perfect. So, hello. Hodgkins. Oh, no. Super treatable, but I start chemo on Monday. Hey, hugs to you, my friend. Oh, goodness. Be sure to take good care of yourself. Lots of protein. So, you had to get your eggs collected this week. Oh, yes. And I understand that can be painful. So, a big hug to you, my friend. And you're doing that. You're smart for doing that. You're very smart for doing that. But they got 20 eggs out. That's a lot, isn't it? Usually I hear like they get 14. Good for you. You get the protein shakes ready. That's what you want. Yes, I am doing good this week. I am doing good. No mishaps. Let me think. Anything happen weird? Some weird dreams. Isn't it something, you guys, when you go to bed and your brain takes you to these places? And I just like it when Simp Dad's not in it, because usually I love this man to death, but usually when he's in my dreams, he pulls some crap. And then I wake up in the morning, I want to slap him. He goes, what are you mad at? I said, if you're going to come into my dreams, please me in the physical sense. Don't be harassing me or doing stupid things. And he's like, okay. Yeah, I've not had any of those dreams. I wish Clint Eastwood would come back in. Boy, that was the best dream of my life. Sorry about that, guys. It is Saturday, isn't it? It's spare eggs. Yes, big hug for you, Dirtness. You just hang in there, woman. Hang in there. And I hope that you're all doing well. Yep, a good week. How about the rest of you? Anything going on? Anything exciting going on? Anything exciting? So I'm wearing, you guys see what I'm wearing? You see this? And this? I will never get this mirror image thing right. So the whole reason I started making hats was for this guy here. The whole reason. And not all embroidery machines can do hats, but to do them right, you have to be able to turn them as you're embroidering. And so we're going to, actually I made one. So a lucky winner can pick the one that's under my, I should make you guess what it is, and then you win it. That might be something. Maybe we'll do that. Nice swag. Hi. Hey, Tap Meyer. Get comfy. We're just going to be chatting around. But yes, so dreams. And a lot of times, isn't it something when you take medication or something? I don't like taking narcotics. I never have. They make me goofy and loopy and all kinds of fun stuff. And they give me incredible, terrible dreams. But, we should have a night talking about dreams. And it's the ones that really either scare you or please you that stick out. The rest of them, it's like, geez, what did I dream about last night? Isn't that funny that it can be so vivid, and then you wake up and it's gone. It's like, what was that? But Clint Eastwood, man, that night Clint Eastwood came to visit me. And I'm not a huge Clint Eastwood fan. I wasn't, but I am now. After he pleased me all night. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry guys. This old woman, hey, things still work, There might be some snow on the chimney, but the furnace is red hot. Do they, Foxy, give you crazy dreams? Isn't it something? Do you guys ever dream of falling? And then it's like, geez, I feel like I ought to be hurt. Why am I not hurt? My sister had a dream about falling. She fell out of bed. Maybe Patsy will come on tonight. She's always good for a view. But yes, yes, Mario. So, anyways, you know what? I want to talk about. I was just looking at this book, and I have another book that I have in Arizona, the one that I usually show you guys. But this one's pretty cool too, and it talks about blushing. Blushing. How to survive anything. Blushing secrets revealed. Who blushes out there? Any of you guys blush? Because I'm old now and I have to wear so much makeup to cover up my face. I mean, my complexion is good. My blushing is not as apparent as it used to be. And I would only blush, it seemed like, with guys. Turn like a tomato. You guys blush? You blush, Franz? Do you? You know, it's just amazing. Who else blushes out there? It's kind of a weird thing. You know, our bodies are magnificent. You know, they do the webbing of the feet and the hands when we're in the water too much. Now, I have heard, and someone said it's not true, but I think it's true. And you guys, I've got the smartest chat on Twitch, so you guys be the ones to decide. So I had heard that your fingers and your feet web because years ago you had to catch your prey, and that when you're in water it kind of grips it a little better. Instead of having a smooth surface, it's all rippled. Yes or no? Do you believe that? I mean, it makes sense, does it? No other part of our body ripples except your face when you get to my age. No, I'm just kidding. What do you think? Yeah, you guys believe that? Do you believe it? Body is magnificent. I mean, it's just an incredible factory. There's no other factory on earth that can manufacture everything our body. I mean, new eyelashes, tears, boogers, farts. I mean, we make all kinds of stuff at our factory. Pretty cool, I think. Yeah. But so, anyways, that it always intrigues me. It's you believe in the gripper serpent? I think so too. You know, I mean, we had to do something to help us catch fish and to stand and to walk on those slippery rocks. Wouldn't you think so? That when your hand, I mean, why doesn't any other part of our body ripple? If that's the case, I mean, you need your feet and you need your hands to catch those fish, right? Franz, good to see you. Did you get your gift yet? Okay, thank you for popping in. Oh, we got to follow. Hey, look at this. I changed my follow. Remember, I had that ridiculous dancing avocado. I said, no dancing avocado. And so I put my face up there. That'll scare you. Foxy too. Yeah, I think so too. Mm-hmm. The avocado is gone with the wind. It wasn't that the stupidest thing. And why, when you're setting up your OBS, you have to move things around, and you have to put things above your capture device. And it's just, hey, I'm 71 years old. I don't know what I had for breakfast. And I'm like, what? Why is that big avocado? And then one of you was nice enough to remind me, which I should have known, make it smaller. So you're going to see my little face pop up there for any new follows. And thanks for your follow. Yeah, stick around. We have fun. Plus, we give away gifts. And I do want to talk really briefly about, you ever come across something on the internet and it just catches your attention? And I don't know what I was looking at. And I started to read about William Floyd Collins. Does anybody out there know who William Floyd Collins is? All right, you can Google it. Then you'll know. Anybody know? Hey, Yasu. Is it Yashu? Jeshu. Hello there. Pirate from the 1800s. Well, anyone watched? I did not see that, Walter. Walter, how are you? I did not watch the Starship launch last weekend. I don't know if we could see it up here in Minnesota. I don't know if we could see that. Down in Arizona, we're able to see a lot more things in the sky. I mean, we're down by where it's desert and it's flat, so we're able to see like a whole bunch of stuff. But let me tell you about this. This is an interesting read. If you guys, you get bored and you just want to read about something, this person named William Floyd Collins was an explorer. And what did he explore? He would put himself in caves and find like a tunnel, hoping to find a big opening somewhere. Because what he wanted to do eventually was to find, people love to explore caves, but somebody's got to explore them first, right? Well, he was trying to find, it was in the sand caves in Kentucky, right? And he was trying to find like a tourist attraction for his family. Well, coming out of the cave, I mean, it looked like plumbing. You know how plumbing is like this and twisted? He's going through an area, and they said not bigger than the size of a piece of paper. He's that narrowing, so he's just kind of coming. He can't use his arms out. I mean, he's like a snake, and he's using his feet to propel him. Well, as he was on his way out, a stone fell and caught his ankle. And it's the most interesting story because the next day people realize, hey, he never came out of the cave. And so his brother came and saw him. He was able to get down there. But can you imagine being, so claustrophobic? Can you imagine? For one thing, they didn't have lights down there, right? When you're going down this tunnel that's like 9 by 11 inches and you're just squeaking in enough to go through. I mean, how horrible is that, right? Well, the one guy that was supposed to rescue him was too big to fit in the opening. I mean, he was an average-sized guy, but he just couldn't fit in that opening. And so many people couldn't do it because of being claustrophobic to go down there. And so his brother was able to get down there and give him food. And the one thing that was bothering this poor guy was that there was water dripping on his face. I mean, he can't get his arms up. He's wedged. He can't do this. And it's just, to me, horrifying to think that this poor man, and he eventually succumbed to his injuries. I think, was it 2 weeks later, 17 days, 2 weeks later, they were able to give him food, but there's no heat down there. And the poor man was trapped. And it's just a very interesting read. But, it takes all kinds, right? Anybody here, any of my chat willing to burrow through a tunnel? Any of you guys? I know it. Walter, and these people that just succumbed right in the underwater caves. Simp Dad is a lot. I'm brave in some ways. Like, I'll fly airplanes. I have no fear of heights or that, except mountain passes. Don't like mountain passes. And so Simp Dad, when we would go on vacation, he would dive underwater looking for caves, because he could hold his breath a long time. And it's like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Well, it's kind of like these people that free climb too. I mean, they're looking for the ultimate adventure. But this guy was hoping to find a cave to turn into a tourist attraction so his family could make money. And exploring that. But I cannot imagine burrowing through a place where there's no, there's no itching your face or anything. I mean, you're just stuck. And they tried everything to get the guy out. Eventually, they brought in, I think, the army, and they were going to drill down next to him and then come across. But he perished before they were able to do that. Nowadays, I believe they'd be able to get him out a lot faster. And like, what the hell are you doing down there anyways? But who knows? But hello there, EBM9. How are you? You skydived before, but I won't go into unknown. Walter, yeah. See, I flew planes, right? You guys know I had my pilot's license. I'll fly planes, but I wouldn't jump out of one. It would have to be on fire for me to jump out of it. No interest in jumping out. Like I say, it's not the fall that kills you. It's a sudden stop at the end. But, kudos to you guys that are brave enough to do that. My Patsy skydived. Patsy did it. I said, "Did you wet your pants?" She goes, "Almost." I'll never understand. But it's interesting. If you're ever looking for like a story, it's interesting to hear all that they did and all the people that tried to save this poor man. And gee whiz. So, you like my t-shirt? You know what? So I rated I told Simply that I'll keep his room the way it is until he gets his own place permanently. Because when he comes home, I want him to feel like he's home. Not like he's a guest, but he's home. And so Simply had said, well, we could use it. I said, no, we're not changing that room until he gets a permanent place of his own. And hopefully he'll move to Minnesota. That is the hope, that he'll come back home. But I just, but anyway, so I went in there and I pulled this out of his closet. I raided his closet and I took his Yeti. So when he comes home, he's going, why do you have my Yeti? Because it's a better microphone than the Logitech. Logitech's a good camera. But right, you guys, you think I sound better? You think I sound better? Yeah. So, okay. We'll get the part. Just a short 2-hour stream. You know, you guys know I got to burn the midnight oil by 8:15. Whoever can guess, I just designed a hat that I've done before. Whoever can guess it, what's under Rhoda, can have the hat. Now, regulars, put your thinking hats on, pun intended, and see if you can come up with what's under Rhoda, and you win it. Okay? So let's get going. Let's figure this out. Why didn't it work? I want my webcam to work. Serious? All right. I'm going to move it up here. Hold on. It's not working. Well, I don't want that one. It's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. This is kind of nice, though. It's all pointing at me. Okay. You can stop now. This is what I want. Okay. It was all working before. Who knows? A couple of them work. All right. So, nope. You got it. I've created several designs since I've been streaming. And I've been streaming, what, you guys? 5 years? 5 years? 6 years? When did I start streaming? We'll have to figure that out. It's something that I designed, that I made for other people. And I even talked about it on the last stream. And so it's a design on a hat, and if you can think what it is, it's yours. It's yours. I wonder why that didn't work. Let me look at my meme board. Why didn't that work? My alert box works. Okay. Simply, close. I got a Simply hat right here, but that's not what's under there. It's a Simp Mom design that I made, and it's kind of a funny one. And it's not D's Nuts. So what else is kind of funny? Come on, regulars. You know what this is. Walter, you know what this is. Nope. It's kind of funny. Yes! AE Guess gets it. AE Guess gets it. Here we go. Let's take a look at my Rotacam. There it is. It's my upside down pecker. Phallus. See, now it looks like a penis, doesn't it? Do you guys see that? Let's go over and grab it. You just won. One of a kind. No one. What else did well, a couple people. AE, guess you are. Yes, you got it. Yes, you got it. How fun is that? You got it. Years ago, I drew it online, and I said, I was drawing it. I said, get your mind out of the gutter, because I was drawing it, right? But if you take the tail off, let's take the tail off. And my chat named it. It's like, we had this, but what are we going to call it? So you are the owner. And if you want, I can. Not tonight. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'll do it after stream because I've got to change. When I do hats, I have to have a special frame. And I can't, like, do hats and do a towel right away because I have to change the frame that it's on. And so let's get this off. So AE Guess, if you would be so kind. I'm pretty sure I have your address, but you know what? I would prefer if you could whisper it to me again. And here it is. The one, the only, Snailed It. Isn't it cute? And I'll cut these are called jump stitches, so that, see where it connects from one to the side. I'll cut that. But and there's a jump stitch from the eye to his mouth. I'll cut that too. But you are the proud owner of a Snailed It hat. And I can put your name right back here if you want. But not tonight. Like I said, I've got to change the frame. So, yes, you got it. You still got the Simply hat? You do? Oh, I've made so many of those. I should do it. Well, and another announcement. As of today, or now, not counting this hat, but we hit 1,300 gifts sent around the world. 1,300. How about that? Give you guys a pat on the back. 1,300 gifts sent around the world. Isn't that cool? Yes. Yes. You get the pun? What do you whisper? Whisper me your name and address. And you can't do it if you live across the pond. It's got to be your full name, or they won't do an initial. Here you can put on anything. I'd like to use your real name because the one time I used a Twitch name, the package got lost. And the postman, well, what's her name? And I was like, well, that's the name I got. Hey, this is the address. Well, what is her name? And it's like, because it was a small town and they would have known the family by the name. And so that's why I do not sell your information. Yes, I do. I sell your information, and I have your Social Security. No, I do not. No, I keep it all tucked away. It's all tucked away so nobody ever can find it. And it was funny. Simply asked me, at Christmas time, he said, he goes, Mom, can I get a list of and addresses of your people? And I said, no. I said, I don't give that information out. And I said, I could give you their Twitch names. And he said, okay. And I said, why do you want it? He goes, my producer guy wants to know about. And I'm thinking, and I never put two and two together. Of course, Christmas time, I'm going in 50,000 different directions. And what he did was he reached out to many of you, and then it was for birthday. And for a birthday present, he created a page with many of your thoughts and wishes, and it was just the best. Gifts from the heart mean so much more, right? I mean, they just do. And so that was the coolest thing ever. Yeah. Sells it to Simp Mom Industries. Well, one time years ago, I was only streaming maybe 6 months, and somebody won, and I sent the gift, and I got a thank you from the mother of this person. Obviously, they were a minor. Thanking the store. I find it hard to believe that your store, just sends gifts. And it's like, no, I don't have a store. And I mean, she didn't get it. She didn't get it. She just thought, because everything looks so professional, right? Right, you guys? Everything looks professional. Yay! Yes. Did you make that Mario shirt? No, Eggs Blake, I did not. I stole it out of Simply's closet. I went in there. I go, what am I going to wear? And I thought tonight, and I like my witch shirt. It says Twitch. Only I took off the T and it says witch. I like it because it's got that font. And I thought, I've worn that a few times. I'll probably wear that the next time I stream because I think it's cute. And then I thought, wait a minute, we're doing hats. So the very first hat I ever made was a Simply hat. And that's when I got the special hoop. It just is. It works out, like I said, it works out well because any, as I said earlier, any embroidery machine can embroider a hat, but it can only do it. You have to lay it flat. Whereas behind me, and let's see if I can show you the gizmo. There's two parts to it. The Rotacam. There it is. That turns the hat. See, that will turn the hat so that otherwise it would look funny because a hat's are round. It would look angled. It would be angled differently. And so that's it. So, yes, my first gift of tonight. Snailed it. Gotta love it. And if you want your name or your Twitch name put back here, let me know the color and let me know what you want. And I'd be happy to do that before I mail it off to you. Yeah. So what else you guys got going on? Hostile. How are you? Hustle. I always screw up your name. I always do that. Hey, we got a bunch of new people. We got lurkers. Lurkers, come on. Chat in. Hey, come on. See, I've got my microphone. I can do this ASMR. No, I'm not going to do that. I did that once. You can see that in my clips. Do you guys remember that? Were any of you here when I did that one night? I was having all kinds of technical difficulty because I take my stream, unlike Simply and the big streamers that have their own studio room all set up and they just turn a button. As I told you before, I have to dismantle mine and take it room to room if I'm doing cooking or if I'm in the library downstairs. And so I was having technical issues that day. And to reward people, I said, I got to do something. Because we talked about the girls. Do you remember? We talked about the girls that have the microphone. And don't look at my fingers. I've been pulling weeds, all right? And they put the microphone here, right? And they're mauling it, right? And I said, I think they're just hungry. We should send them a sandwich, right? Well, as a reward for all the technical difficulties I was having, I took the mic and I was doing, right? Do you guys remember that I was doing that? Do you remember that? And what you guys didn't know until I was done is I had a popsicle right behind it. And I was licking the popsicle. And if you could see that, it's one of my clips. Somebody clipped it. It was just, I mean, come on. I mean, is that a turn on? Really? Somebody mauling a microphone? Seriously? You remember that clip? Yes, Eggs Blake. Yeah, remember we were going to send her a sandwich because she was going to town on it. It's like, let's I'll pack her up a nice peanut butter and jelly sandwich and send it to her. I think she's just hungry. Oh, yeah. It doesn't do it for you. I mean, come on. It isn't always, well, but when they're doing that to the microphone, Walter, it's like, why? I don't, people, how long can you watch somebody mauling a microphone? I mean, come on. Really? Well, no, I suppose you're right, but... Oh, wow, it's half an hour already, and this woman hasn't shut up yet. Ah! Okay, let's make a hat. So, my people out there, now you don't have to sub to win, all right? I do not do this for money. I just do this because I enjoy making gifts. I make them for my doctor's office. Oh, so I had surgery years ago, and the doctor's this doctor was so cool. He's a surgeon, and Larry needed something done, but we knew the insurance wouldn't cover it, right? And so this doctor, he was my surgeon. And I loved him so much and his staff that I asked for the names of everybody in his office and their spouses. I came in with 2 shopping bags full of customized gifts for the entire office. And so it was funny. So Larry's sitting next to the doctor, and he didn't off the bat, he didn't pay much attention to me. He kind of walked in. He's talking to Larry, and he says, insurance won't cover this. He said, unless you have, and then he looks, he goes, oh, it's you. oh my God, it's you. He goes, you know what? No one has ever given us the entire office gifts. And he goes, we're still commenting on the gifts that you did. And then he looked at Larry's chart and he goes, how's next Friday? Look for surgery, you know. Larry's like, Deb, he completely ignored me, but once he saw you, and I said, hey, got the job done, right, baby? You know, kindness is free, you guys. I say sprinkle that shit everywhere. And I don't do that. I did not do that for that reason. I did that because they took good care of me, and I wanted to acknowledge the fact. I just had, I just did gifts for another clinic that I go to because they're just so nice. And they, a lot of times, you know, what's it take? You know, I got so much crap here, you guys. And that's why I said to Larry, I said, I got to stream more often because I have so much stuff that I need to get rid of. Can't take it with me, right? I mean, I just got, and we're going to do, okay, for July, you guys, we're going to do Christmas in July, okay? I'm going to try to stream every Saturday. Does that work for you guys? Just a 2-hour stream. But I wanted Christmas in July is all July I want to do Christmas gifts. All right, whether it's making stockings, I'll pull out all the stuff I have that's Christmas oriented, and let's get going with it. Does that sound good? Yay! Oh, that's sweet of you. No, thank you so much for yourself. I tell you, I use any money that I get to buy things or postage, because you know Simp Dad and I had the golden opportunity. Well, and you guys know the story, how he lost his job, how we were over $100,000 in credit card debt, how there was didn't appear not to be a light at the end of the tunnel, but we believed in each other, started a company, and the damn thing took off. You know, at the darkest time, you know what? And I do have something. Oh, here. And I'm going to read this real quick. Okay? And I know some of you, but just believe in yourself. Please, 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 please believe in yourself. I always say this to you guys, because if you don't believe in yourself, who the hell else is going to? Right? And it was a dark time when he lost his job. We moved here for this job. We relocated our entire family here for this job. And then he survived 25 layoffs, and he was upper management and lost the job. And of course, I, as a nurse's wage, I couldn't pay the bills. Are you kidding me? And so anyways, we just started our own company, worked as hard as I've ever done in my life. And I'd do it again tomorrow in a minute. Because for where we are, for the security that they gave us. But had he not lost his job, we would probably both still be working, or, you know, getting to the end, but we certainly wouldn't have a second home in Arizona. You know, we wouldn't have that. It took out the worst thing to happen to be the best thing that ever happened to us. So you guys, believe in yourself. Door shuts, window opens. All right, I want to read this to you. Okay, and then we're gonna give away a hat. When life breaks you, it's because you're ready to be put back differently. Every piece of you that feels shattered is a piece that will find a new place, a new purpose, a new meaning. Trust that the cracks are where the light gets in. And sometimes in our brokenness, we find our greatest wholeness. We find the courage to rebuild, to reimagine, to redefine what it means to be strong. You are not broken. You are breaking through. Isn't that great? And we're proof. We're proof. We're proof. So anyways, you know, thank you for your subs. Not necessary, because, you know, you guys make it so much fun for this old woman. You know, we have a lot of fun. I got the best chat on Twitch. You guys are mind-blowing. Preach, sister. You bet. You bet. Mess My Pants, how are you doing? You got your email? Oh, yes, I'm already making you stuff. Mess My Pants has a new theme for his house. You're not going to change the theme, right? I've already started making stuff. And also birthdays. If I ever stream on your birthday, you will automatically win a gift. If I ever stream on your birthday. It's got to be on your birthday. Then you got to send me your driver's license so that I know. And you will win a gift if it's on your birthday. Okay? It will remain. All right. Yeah, because I got some. I think you're going to like what I have. Good. Because that'll give me a little more time to play. Okay. So let's make hats. Let's make a hat. Let me show you what we have for colors. Let me see. Ooh, I got a few. I will show you. I got too much shit, you guys. Cynthia and I, you know, we get along so well. We both walk around and say, we are the keepers of shit. You know, I said to my kids, because I mean, we have a basement full. We've got stuff, and I said, someday it'll be all yours. Good luck with that. Hey, RJ, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. Yay, hang out. So this is what I have. Whoever wins tonight, we have a kind of a faded black. RJ, when I made you a hat, this is the one I used for you. I made RJ a hat. And we have kind of a blue one, kind of a denim-y blue. We got a full black one, and this is the one that I use for the Simply hats. Full black. We have this very cool hat. Now, okay, this is very cool because look at the price on this one, okay? This is a very soft hat. It's red. It looks pink, but it's not. It's red and white, but look at the price. I want you guys to look at the price. Okay. I paid $1.50 a piece. I found the steal of a deal, and I bought 100 of them. And an all red one. Okay? So we are going to make hats. So keep in mind that the design has to be like 2 inches by 3.5 to 4 inches. Because we only have, this is as big an area. It can be a little wider. But that's a good size. So this is 2 inches.
You're awesome!
Yes, you are awesome! Yes, what is that? Beans make me sad? All right, come to the front of the class. Beans make me sad. I want to know, I got to have a little background history with the beans make me sad. Beans do a lot of things. I know, what's up with that? Yes, get your lawn work done. Mess my pants. Thanks for popping in. Front and center. Beans. Beans make me sad. Front and center. Come up to the front of the class. I want to know why you named yourself that. What does that mean? And we have sweet matcha milk. Oh, that's cute. That's cute matcha milk. Oh, that is so cute. Where is she? Or he? Beans make me sad? Beans usually do other things, right, chat? I love beans. I love beans. Fava beans, and maybe not so much, but beans are really good. Oh, but she's a lurker, or he's a lurker. That's okay. I won't embarrass you. Just curious. You know, whisper me. Whisper me. I won't, because, you know, I'm one of these people that it's like, you go on stage, it's like, yeah, put me out there. You need a hook to pull me off, because I'm so comfortable on stage that it's just, I'm in all the plays down in Arizona, and I played, oh, did I show you guys what I played? You don't see them in their viewer? Maybe they followed and bounced? Oh, all right. So I had to play a slut. That was a far cry, right? No. Maybe not slut. Maybe an easy woman. Maybe that's a better name, right? Not really a floozy. Kind of an easy woman, right? And so it was, we were supposed to be from the 70s. And so let me show you. I had so much fun with this part. But the one thing I told the director, I said, I will do anything except wear a bathing suit. So it can't help me for anything. So she gives me the part. And so I had to, we can, I wonder if I have that print out. Okay. You guys are going to get a kick out of this. So during rehearsal, I was gone. I flew home to Arizona. or Minnesota. I'm sorry, from Arizona, because my son needed one of my kids needed surgery, and I said I'll come home. I you know, you're my kids. I'll come home. And so the first rehearsal, where they had given us our parts and they told us what we were going to be, but I didn't get my script yet or anything, right? And so everybody else had the script, so they knew what was going to happen. And so I came to rehearsal, and I did not know what was going to happen. And so there's another picture of me, but here's me as a hippie. Long hair, right? Hippie. Do I have another picture? So, anyways, I didn't know what was going to happen, and they're all kind of going, "Oh," so. And part of it, it's a reunion. It's a class reunion where people haven't seen each other, and so we're reading the scripts, and before they get to my part, this couple gets up, and they are like so happy. They're actually married in this play, and they start kissing each other. And I didn't know who they were, what they were in the play, and it's like, oh God, I hope that my part isn't kissing anybody, because Simp Dad's really good about everything, but he's not going to let me lock lips with anybody. I mean, that would be disrespectful for him. Kiss on the cheek, yeah, but lips and they're making, and I'm going, oh crap. And then the girl next to me goes, well, wait till you see what you got to do. And I'm like, oh God. And so, anyways, so I play this hippie girl who's in love with this guy who doesn't want anything to do with me. And so as we're doing our rehearsal, oh, here we go. Here's a better one. There I am as a. That's not Simp Dad. That's somebody else. Okay. So we're doing our first reading, and it says something to the effect of, and then she comes over to him, gives him a hug, and she says the first thing that comes to her head. And I'm supposed to be head over heels for this guy, and it's supposed to be kind of sexual in nature, right? And I said to him, and they're all looking at me, and there's like 20 people in there, and I'm like, I said, you want to talk about the first thing that comes up? And then they all laugh, and then I realized, oh, I got a gold mine here. So every rehearsal, I came up with a dirtier line. And I said, the one that I did not use this one, but the one that got the most laughs in rehearsal was, I said, do you want to play circus? I'll sit on your face and you can guess my weight. And the cast broke up. The one I went with, and so we had 5 rehearsals, and every one I had a dirty, something dirty to say. The one that I used the night, because we're in front of hundreds of people, so it can't be too, that was more for the cast and the director. She just couldn't keep it together. And so the one I used for the night of the play was, do you want to play Titanic? You be the iceberg, and I'll go down. So, and this poor guy that I'm saying this to, he can't keep a straight face, and so I had to apologize. I said to him before it started, I said, "Where's your wife?" And so it's like a murder mystery thing, and I said, "I want to apologize to her for what I'm going to do to you." And he goes, "Yeah, she's sitting right over there." So I go over to his wife, and I said, I'm apologizing already for what I'm going to do to your husband. She goes, oh, are you going to murder him? And I said, well, you're going to wish I did. But they made me stuff. And the part of the play was they're giving me a makeover, and they made me stuff my boobs, so they're like a foot and a half out. But it was funny, and the guys were, it was probably one of the most fun times I think I've ever had. And of course, we all have a few cocktails before we get started. But it was just. And everybody's waiting to see what's coming out of my mouth. But it's fun to play. It's fun to ad-lib a little bit. But that was very cool. Yes. Just dropping in. Hello there, Blue Avis. You never know what the hell is going to come out of this woman's mouth, you guys. You just don't ever know. Awesome. Hello. Welcome. See, I tried to get to get my voice on there, but it just didn't sound right. Okay, so these are your choices. So what can you put on your hat? We can put your name on a hat. We can do a bunch of things we can put on your hat. Think about it a little bit. So again, these are your color choices for tonight. I have one red, kind of a washed out red, but it's very cool. Kind of a washed out black. This white and red one that looks pink. That's very cute, very comfy. An all black one, good black one, and a blue one. All right. So, do you guys want to do? Should we do? What should we do for the hats? What should we do for the hat? The hat giveaway, and we'll design a hat tonight. Should we bring up the crystal ball and see if that works? Do you guys want to do that? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You want to do that? You would like some liquid courage. What do you mean? You would need liquid courage to do? Nah, see, I'm very comfortable. In high school, I was always in the plays. It's just, some people are terrified. And some of these famous actors still have it. You think that part of your job, that you would relax after a while. But it just, you could say to me, you could put me in an arena with 50,000 people and say, get out there and talk to them. So, okay, I'll do it. Doesn't bother me any. Right? I do make these nuts hats. Yes, I do make. It's funny that you said that, because I was going to make that, and then I save a bunch of designs on Rhoda. I gave Bertha to my daughter-in-law. And this is what I saw first, was the Snailed It hat. And so I said, I'll make that. So we've already given this one away today. Ah, very cool, very cool. Yes, these nuts. You're new here. JC 2975. Just call me a 29. Okay, I'm getting silly. Just dropping in. No, don't drop in. Hang around. What am I making with hats, Chumul? You get to design what you want on a hat. If it's something that's going to take longer, I just do a 2-hour stream on Saturdays. So if it's something that's going to take a long time, we'll maybe start designing it, and then I'll do it off stream. But it's something that we can whip up, and you can look at a bunch of my designs. I've got a lot of them. So, yes, I like the D's Nuts hats. I don't think I have a D's Nuts hat. Oh, I got a ball. Gotta love it. This is metallic thread. Can be a nightmare almost on any machine. And even Kingstar makes a wonderful metallic thread that's probably the easiest on a machine. And so I made this, simply was grinding. And so I made this, that if he ever gets a really good personal best or world record, I'm going to award this on his stream. The Golden Simply hat. Hats are fun. Okay, so buttons. So, yes, the D's Nuts. I want to just see if I have a... I can't believe this thing isn't working. That's working. Okay. A little delayed. Kind of like me. Interesting. Okay. I just love to push buttons. I'm that person you put in a room and they say, now don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. And I'm going to be, well, what if I just touch one thing? Oh, man, is it hot in here or is it me? I love this thing. I love this thing. I think Simp Dad married me because I'm self-amusing. And I amuse him too. Yeah. There we go. Gotta love this stuff. Don't you guys love this stuff? All right. Okay, I'll stop. All right, you can stop, money. Okay, there we go. Okay. I want to see if I've got a D's nuts and I can show you. Hold on, hold the boat. Let's do new. I'm working on my other screen. I guess I can bring you with me. Here, I'll bring you with me. Yes, awesome. Who we got there? Finnickles? Finnickles? Are you from Phoenix? Don't touch anything. Okay, I'll just touch everything. Yes, you absolutely. Yeah, that would be me. I'm sorry, that would be me. It's like, whatever you do, don't touch that. It's like, wouldn't you kind of go, well, why shouldn't I touch it? Now, okay. Now, sidebar. If I was in like a nuclear facility and they told me not to touch anything, I would not. But if it was kind of like, yeah, I would. Phoenix, yes. I love Phoenix. That's where I just left there. I wintered down there in Gold Canyon half the year. I go down and play with kids my own age. We have so much fun. You guys take care of your temples so that when you get my age, you can have fun. Just have fun. It is so cool because Simp Dad will wake up and we need one of those dementia clocks. They make dementia clocks, right? You guys ever heard of dementia clock? What it is it says Saturday morning. It'll give the date, the time. It does do the weather. So that, you get old. It's like, what day is it? What time is it? Oh, okay. So we don't need one yet. But I said, wouldn't it be fun to have? Because it's like, it feels like a Friday. No, but it's Thursday. It's all good. Yes, I love Phoenix is, I love the desert. Love the desert down there. We just absolutely love the weather. Not in the summertime. That's why we come up here. All right, I'm going to see if I can find the D's nuts and show you guys. Hold on. Let me just come up here. All right, I'll take you with me. Hold on. Oh. Ooh, I'm in the dark. I'm in a cave. Okay. Let's go into... I just did this. This is for... I thought this was cute. All I need is love and a dog or two. This is my doctor's office. One of the techs there has 2 dogs, and I thought, oh, make this person a gift. Okay, I just love making gifts. So you guys help me out with this. It's like my thing. And I don't like receiving gifts. I just like getting gifts. So don't ever think, like a lot of you have been so kind and have sent me things. You know what? An email is even better. I'm just funny about that. When I wouldn't let my mother throw a graduation party for me. Okay, let's go in here. Let's go to open. Let's see if I can find the D's nuts. Let's go into the Simp Mom. Simp Mom. Let's go up here. Let's go up here. Let's go here. Oh, I'm still in the animals. Get out of the animals. Got the cutest dinosaur. If any of you guys like dinosaurs. Oh my God, it's so cute. Simp Mom bibs. Here's Simp Mom. Let's see if I got my D's nuts. Some of you will see some of your items here. There's my screaming goat. Remember that, you guys? On my follows, and there's the boobs. One of my chatter's husband loved boobs, and there's the boobs. Pepper animals. Let's see. Where's the D's nuts? Where's the D's nuts? There's a stem head. Holy buckets. Do you guys see this? The holy bucket. There's the horse balls. Let's see. I gotta have these nuts. There they are. There's these. No, those are lemons. Those are nuts. That's for Senny 4K. Do you guys know what Senny 4K is? He wanted lemons. Those are nuts. You want that? Sunny? No. I better have these nuts. Let's look again. Hold on. No. Let's go here. Let's go here. Alright, open. That's one of my favorite. Mods. I bet you I have them on my machine. I like this little piggy. Huh. Well, oh, here we go. Duh, alphabetical order. I'm an idiot. Didn't you guys see it? You should have stopped me. Okay. D's nuts. So I do have the D's nuts, and that would fit perfectly on a hat. It is 2.2 by 4. And so I instantly thought of the movie Fargo and Francis. Oh, I know it. Isn't that Fargo? Isn't that a great movie? They do talk like that if you go way up north or you go northwest. In the Twin Cities, predominantly, you don't hear that Minnesota twang. You know, in order to do the Minnesota twang, you have to carry the, oh yeah, don't you know? You carry the vowels. That to talk Minnesota, oh yeah. Yes, you betcha. Just carry those vowels. Okay. So, yes, it is. That's a classic. There it is. I know it. These nuts is funny. I did use that accent when my daughter and I were driving to New York, and that's where we're from, Western New York, Rochester, Buffalo area, and we missed an exit. I don't know. We got yapping. We didn't have the GPS. You know, this was years ago, right? And the next exit was so far that it was like 20 something dollars or something. And it's like I had my credit cards, but I think I had like $10, but we had a boatload of change. I don't know why we had so much change in the car. And so I said to my daughter, I said, just let's give the change. I mean, so I'm giving her $22 or 20 something dollars. It was over $15 in nothing but coins when I stop at the toll booth. And of course I've got the Minnesota plates, right? And I pull up and I'm thinking she's going to be pissed. This woman's going to be pissed. And so I pull up, rolls up, and I go, oh yeah, New York, oh yeah, with the big apple. And then so I'm giving her the change, and I said, yeah, Minnesota, from Minnesota. And she's like, okay. I mean, like you got away with it. She was, she's like, oh, well, welcome to New York. Oh yeah, oh, thank you. Gamer Wheels, how you doing? You had I only hear that if you go way up north, you hear it. But in the Twin Cities, there's so many transplants like us. And although people have a hard time, a linguist, someone that knows language, I confuse the hell out of them. Because there's a little bit of Midwest, but there's a little bit of New York. And it's like, but yeah. Tell your mom I said, hey. All right, so there's the D's nuts, which is available if you want that on a hat. They are cute, aren't they? Look at them. They're happy, and I got them touching hands. And it's so cool. This is how it stitches out. I love this. I love Floriati, and this is my digitizing software. So you can watch how it stitches out. There they go. See? The hands, they're happy. And there they are. Those nuts. Oh, cute. Okay, so buttons. So let's get, my God. All right, let's get going here. You guys just distract me, and I love it. Yeah. Okay, so do I design emotes? For embroidery, I'll design anything. I've done like the stem head. I've done, I've done, is there anything on the wall? Anything here? I got a few over here. I'll show you. Yes, but on a lot of times it takes longer than the time that I have to do it. And I'll show you some of my designs. All right. This one on towels. This was the design of our old bathroom shower curtain. And it's like I wanted the towels to match. So I took the heart exactly, took a picture of it, and turned it into stitches. It looked just like that. That's one of them. Simply was on the tennis team, the Rosemount tennis team. And so I made the tennis team all hats. Oh, I have one right here. Oh, I don't think I can get it down. There's one up on the wall. Okay. This is the new kid on the block. This is for my mods. Not all my mods have them yet. A couple of my mods. 2 of my mods have them. And this is what I've been working on lately. Do you recognize this? Does anybody know what this is? Who knows what this is? Elveus for Maya. Been working on. So yes, I can design. I can do. Yes, I can do designs, but a lot of times, the digitizing takes. I have digitizing software. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's hard. The one that it will not do are gradients. If you take like chalk, work in chalk, and you smear it, you can go from light to dark. However, when you're changing thread color, to go from light purple to lavender, there's so many shades, so you just can't smear it. So gradients are very difficult to do for embroidery. Very difficult. So, all right, well, let's get cracking here, all right? Let's see if the ball works. Get that green line out of there. Okay, what's that? It says magic ball. Let me just check to make sure it's in competition mode. 1 second. Nope, it's not. Let's do it. Clear all. Okay, now it should be. I'm going to close it and open it again. Okay, let me just close it and then open it again. Go away. Go away. Now come back. Okay. So, whoever wants a hat, if you want a hat tonight, and if you've gotten a gift in 6 months, please don't enter. Okay, if you've gotten a gift, let someone else win, please. Usually, because some of you guys are up to like 6, 7, 8 gifts that you've gotten. So let's let the new people win. Okay, so what you want to do is exclamation point, the number 8, the word enter, and then push enter. Again, exclamation point, the number 8, the word enter, then push enter. You wasn't familiar with their logo. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's go. Come on. Anybody can enter. You don't need to be a sub. You don't need to be anything. You just need to be present. Be present for a present. Yeah, let's go. Giddy up. Let's go. Let's go. That's it. That's it. Okay, should we see who wins? And then have an idea, okay? What do? You write just what, like Eggs Blake Road and Mootsie? Mootsie. Oh, is that cute? Mootsie. What a great name.
Mama.
Oh my goodness, look who's here.
Hello.
Look at this. It's my cabana boy.
I thought you might like some water.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Hey, Chet.
There's my boy.
These nuts?
These nuts.
I don't even want to know. I'm out of here. All right, she's out of control. Have fun.
I love you too. Isn't he the best? Yeah, he knows me. That's one of the reasons he married me. Yeah, because I'm fun. I'm fun. I'm fun upright. I'm fun horizontal. I'm fun all the way around. Handsome Chet. Yes, he is. It's my cabana boy. We've been married so long, but we still just adore each other. We just, tell each other we love each other, and we kiss. We hold hands. He reaches for my hand. I reach for his as soon as I get out of the car and we walk into a store. No, it's just, boy, when you're with the right person, and remember, you guys, I always say this, that anybody can get married if you set your standards low enough, but that's not what you want. You want that life partner to walk through life, to make the good times better and to buffer the bad times, so be picky. I was. I kissed so many goddamn toads, I'm surprised I didn't get the herpes. But yeah, okay. So let's go. All right, let me see if we could. Let's see if we could do this. Okay, shift 8. Who's going to be the hat winner tonight? Let's see if the ball works. If not, mods. Let's see. It didn't shake. Why didn't it shake? Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Oh, my God. You won again. Again. You won again. And you know what? Let's go. It's your lucky night. It's not rigged. Bard, it's not rigged. Also, many times, if you guys... I pop out other people's streams. I give gifts away there. But you can also email me. If you write me a really good email, you might get a gift on your own. Sipbomb at Gmail. You know, sometimes someone will go, my father passed and I want to do this for my mother or something. Or, I'd really like to do this for my girlfriend. Or I've always wanted ABC or something. And so, you might get lucky. How about that? It's not rigged. All right, guests. All right, come to the front of the class. What can I make for you? And we're going to watch. Let's get rid of the ball. It worked, though. The ball worked. It worked. Let's get rid of the ball. There we go. I'm happy I found the right life partner, but I don't know if it'll happen. I'm happy you found the right partner, but I don't know if it'll happen for me. I'm 32 and struggling. I was 31 when I met Simpdad. I was 31. And I got my pilot's license because I thought, that's one of the reasons I did that, was to meet guys. I got my pistol permit, license to carry a concealed weapon. I did this stuff to be surrounded, because you don't meet many men in a knitting circle. So not only did I do that, but it made me a better person because it made me more interesting. Plus it was like I stepped out of my comfort zone. And, when Simpdad, when we were dating, it's like, well, I got to fly. I got to get some time in flying. And he's like, what, you fly? And it's like, yeah, I got my pilot's, my private pilot's license. And, yeah, but what are the options for the hats? But keep at it. Keep at it. You want to know where I met him? Through a dating service. I met Simpdad through a dating service. We paid, back then it was like $150. So when you fork out money, this free shit isn't going to get you anything but a bunch of liars. You're very lucky, because anybody can be anybody. But this dating service screened us. And that's where I got him. And the craziest thing, you guys, in my chat, many of you have heard this. The craziest thing about meeting Simpdad is at the time that I met Simpdad, I was working in a group home in the town where he grew up in. The home was previously owned by his best friend. Parents. So where I worked is where he spent hours playing, and he's like saying, because I said, he goes, where do you work? And I said, well, Hilton. He goes, where? And I showed him, he goes, I've been in that house. That's where my best friend lived. And I'm like, it was just, the stars lined up. But it was a dating service forking out money to meet him because I was desperate. I'm going through the grocery store, and it's like looking at guys and going, hey, available here, available. And it just wasn't happening. I had to be proactive. But in the meantime, I was working on myself to make me the best me I could be. Does that make sense? And boy, when we hit, it's like I was not settling. And it's just like, I'm looking for, okay, where's the flags? Why, what's up? What's wrong with him? Well, I still haven't found him. He's a good guy. And he's got the tree trunks legs. Remember, you guys? Oh, God. I've never been concerned about a man's body. I like a man that packs a little extra weight. I always have. Like football kind of guys. And when the first time I met him, he was in a suit. The second time I went to his house, and because we were going to go out for dinner. And he came bouncing down the stairs in shorts, and I saw those legs, and it just about... I can still remember these his calves had to be this big around. I'm getting the vapors. Oh, my God. Oh, woo, woo, woo. Okay. Is it hot in here, or is it just me? Oh, my goodness. Just thinking about him. His legs. Oh, you guys, gotta love it. Okay, let me get my, what I do with my, I gotta stop messing with my meme board because I took my Floriani down. Where'd it go? No, your dating apps, you guys, nonsense. Not happening there. Okay, let's bring my Floriani back up here. Where's my Floriani? Where'd it go? Okay. Oh, you guys. Oh, man. There we go. Let's get you back up here. Okay. Come to the front of the class. Let's design a hat. I want you guys to see how it works in there. But you know what? Don't give up. I was, oh man, I was just on the hunt because I did not want to grow old alone. I wanted a family. I wanted children. I wanted more kids. I wanted a life with someone. And don't give up. Don't give up. But look into paid services in your area, in paid dating. The online people can be, a lot of liars. They can be posting a picture that's 50 years old. Just go out, fork out the money, because then you're being with people that are also forking out the money because they're serious about it. Yeah. Time to turn on the air conditioner. But don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. And a little prayer. I'll pray for that you meet somebody. Please, let 51 Bard meet the person of her dreams. Universe. Okay. All right. Can I do a race car? You know what? We just did a race car. Let me see. Let's go into Floriani. I do have a Formula One race car on here. We did that not too long ago. Hold on. Let's go new. Let's go open. Let's go in here. Let's go up to transportation. Transportation. Where is it? Oops. Got to get out of there. Out of there. Here. Okay. All right. Okay. I have a sports car front, and I have the Design 3, which is a race car. Do you like either one of those? You need to work on growing out your calves. Oh man, let me tell you, up to that point, I like I said, a man's physique really didn't mean, And you know what got Simped the date when he called, and my chat knows this. New people, you haven't heard this, is that when I asked him, I said, "What do you look like?" Because he called me on the phone. We went to a dating service, and they gave out our phone numbers. They didn't give out pictures or anything. And he said, "I'm average looking." When he said that got him the date. If he had said, "Well, I'm absolutely movie star good looks," I would have went, "See ya." Not interested. Because if you think you're that highly of yourself, of course. And then he asked me, "Well, what do you look like?" And I said, "Well, I'm attractive." I mean, what does he want to hear? I'm a double bagger? Design 3 will work. Let's go. Giddy up. Let's see the size it is. It will absolutely work. It will look better than that. Do you want the race car? Do you want it red? You like the RV2? Monster truck is cool. Blue. You want a blue race car? Okay, let's go. Giddy up. Let's make it blue. Let's go blue. Okay, a little more. Let's get the nice blue. Blue. Okay, and then let me make this a darker blue, like an accent color. This is so cool that you can kind of see what it's going to look like. Dark blue. And then it's got this red thing here. What is this? You know what? Let me bring that back. Maybe I made the wrong thing. Okay. So see where it's trimmed with red? It's got like a pink and a red. Do you want to try making that a darker blue? Yeah, technology is so cool. I want to show you guys something else that the software was just updated, and I want to show you something else it can do. So, would you like this? That kind of looks like the side of the car. What color do you want this? Do you want that a dark blue? Do you want to keep it red? Some pop. Okay, I'm going to show you guys something before we let's go new. I want to just show you something that this software does that is so cool. Okay, watch this. So I can go, it stitches. So on my other computer is a touch screen so that I can actually, so what I use this for is if I want to add something that to draw, you know, and it is so cool because you can add, you know, you could make flowers and you can make them any color you want. I mean, anything. It's an awful flower, but you get the point, right? Isn't that cool? All right, let's go back to here. Let's get this. Now, big decision for you. We're going to do these colors. And let's see. So we have, okay, you know, okay, 2 shades of that. All right. Hardest thing or longest thing is to set up the colors. So, oh, look at you. I'm in the dark. I feel like I'm in that tunnel with that man. Okay, hold on. Let me get out of there for a second. All right. So what color hat do you want? We got black. We got black. We got 2 blacks. We've got like a straight black. And then we got a black that's a little like a washed out black. We have red. I've got this red and white. And I have blue. What would you like? Dun, 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 dun. Hey, you guess, what color hat would you like? And then we'll get this puppy hooped and we'll send this over. Come to the front of the class. Blue. You got it. Okay, so blue. So we'll get an accent blue that doesn't fade in, so you got 2 blue hats coming your way. I hope you like blue. Okay. Do you want anything else? Here, let me put, let's see how much room we're dealing with. Hold on. Let's go hoop. Go select hoop. Multi-needle. Okay, hat frame. Okay, that's as much room as that we have on the hat frame. So do you want a name or initials or anything else on there or just the race car? Hey, Red Rab, how are you? Red Rab, oh, Red Rab, I didn't tell him the story. Should I tell him what I woke up to this morning? Should I did not share that with chat. So stupid me. I'm dog setting, you know, Frank and Beans, and love Frank and Beans, love them, and my 2 dogs, if I dare. And I went to the butcher shop and I bought bones, big bones for all the dogs. Now, when I gave my dogs the bones last year, it gave them diarrhea. But I thought, you know what? They had the bones so many times, maybe it was just a bad batch of bones. Hello there. Come on in and sit your hiney down. And thanks for your follow. Well, so I gave all the dogs the bones. Well, Beans is 140 pounds, a burn doodle. And so during the night, she was up and down a few times. Simp Dad wakes me up at 7 in the morning. He said, Beans pooped all over the house. It's like, no. She didn't know how to tell us. But my dogs would squeal and they would let me know that they got to go out. But, Beans is just spending the night, and she didn't know how to tell me she had to go. Well, she hit upstairs, she hit downstairs, she went around the kitchen, she hit the front door, she hit the garage door. And Dad, you don't want him for a nurse because all he can do is gag. And so I'm up at 7 in the morning, and I went, wow. It's this diarrhea. So we got out the rug shampooer, and my poor granddaughter who sleeps in the basement. Imagine 7 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock in the morning. It took 4.5 hours to clean up all the poop and to get it gone. But the party just fell. So I didn't know when I got up. I didn't know who did it. And so all the dogs are looking at me, and I said, "Who did this?" And Beans took off running. It's that poor thing. And of course, it's not her fault. It's not her fault. So it's just, but yeah, that was my wake up call. But I adore her. And as a matter of fact, she came up after I cleaned everything up. She came upstairs and was on the floor, and I was on the floor. And coming into our bedroom, there's like a hallway that goes to our bathroom. And so I'm laying on the floor, kind of hugging her. And Dad walks in the bedroom, and he thought I fell on the floor. And he's like, "Oh, are you all right?" And I said, "Oh, I'm just hugging the dog." Hey, Dexterous, how are you? How are you? It wasn't her. Teddy could never poop that much. Teddy could never poop that much. That would be like pooping a whole Teddy. All right, let's get this done. What kind of bones was it? They were smoked bones from a butcher shop. I don't like to get the raw bones because they get stinky. And so I would get the smoked bones. And man, not anymore. Not anymore. And I understand she can't do the pig's ears. My dogs can do the pig's ears. But my dogs did okay with the bones, but we're not going to do that anymore. But they just enjoy them so much. But A3 on the side. I can do A3 on the back. On the side. Well, you know what? What the hell? I can. Okay. So you mean a second hooping with it like right here? Okay. Here's where the hat's going to go, and like on the side here. Because I could do a second. I just can't do that on stream because I'd have to change the hoop. Then the back will do. Well, I have to do that off stream too. So like an A3. Let me write that down. What color do you want that in? And I'll figure that out. A3. What color would you like? Do you want it to pop with a red? Do you want a white? White. You got it. Okay, I'm going to do that off stream because I'm going to be changing the hoop frame. All right, let's go. Man, I just don't shut up. Well, stream's almost over. Let me get my rear end in gear. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hoop the hat first. Let's send this over. All right, and this is how many stitches? Okay, so this will probably take 15 minutes. Let's go save as. And let's send it over. USB D. Let's make it a. Okay. All right. So I'm going to hoop the hat first. And let's go. So this is the gizmo that I use to put the hat on. And I got a little frame here that holds this frame. It's a process. All right. And you always have to put some stabilizer on the bottom in the hat just so that it has something to grab onto. And let's go. So blue. Let's pick out a nice blue. You know, somebody chose that design not too long ago. Remember, Chip? I need my little things, my clips. All right. So blue. Let's get a pretty blue. All right, so now the head is on the frame. So now let's go over to the road cam. Well, actually, I'm going to thread it first, and let's see what we got here. I'm going to put that back on so I can thread it. Let's go. Cancel. Okay. And there it is. Okay, we're going to turn it. Alright, okay, let's do the end. So, let's see, what do we need? We need, the blue is 5. Do you want, let's get, let me see a blue that will go good with this. And let's get a couple of pop colors here. We get the reds here. We need 2 yellows there. And let's see. Okay. I got a couple of blue for you. I have like a turquoise. This one. I have like just a regular blue. And I have a little bit of a lighter blue. So would you like 1, 2, or 3? Brizzle! Mr. Phoenix, good evening. 1 will work. Okay, we'll get a nice pop. Get a nice pop of color. Okay, perfect. Alright, let me get this threaded. And we'll get this done. I think we're going to put you here. Take the pink off and do this one. It'll be a nice pop. Alright. This takes the longest, so bear with me, everyone. Yellow, 2 yellows. Okay, 4 and 8. Let's put you here. And let's get the reds. We got pop of color with the reds. 3 and 6. Okay. Just bear with me. Six. Okay, I'm just threading over here. And 6. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so 2 and 1. 2 is gray, 1 is black, and then there's white too. Okay. So we got gray, we got black. Let's add white. Alright, I'm going to line up the colors. Let's thread it. 1, 2, 3, 2 coming, 3. 2. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. We'll get this going. Hold the boat. Hold the boat. What's up with the boat? What is it not doing that? Hold on. Why are you giving me a hard time? Oh, okay. Just a second. Just a second. She's being difficult. Okay. Just a second. This takes a bit, but we'll get there. We absolutely will get there. All right. Wish I could play a video while we're doing this. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We gotta get 6 over here. And I think that's all we need to do. Let's get them threaded. All right. Stay tuned, folks. We're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, now we put the threads in order. So let's go. 2 is gray. So 2 is 8. Hold the boat. 2, 8. Okay, 1 is 9. Alright, 3 is good. 4 is good. 3 is good. 6 is good. 7 is 1. 3 and 6. 5 is 4. Okay. 7 is 1. Alright. Okay. I think we're good. 5, 3, 4. Okay. Giddy up. Here we go. So I want to center to make sure it's going to be exactly center. So I'm watching for this needle. And I want it over just a little more. And down a little bit more. Oh, actually I got to rotate it. Okay. Alright, let's do it again. Perfectly centered. Let's just bring it back a little more, okay? Embroidery. Let's go. Ready? This is the gray first. Oh, let me just do one thing for you guys. Hold on. Let me just make it easier for you to see. Okay. Can you see it okay? There we go. Took a while. You guys, so doing the colors, it takes a while. Now it's going. It's go time. It's go time. It's doing the gray piece now. Isn't it cool? Monster Jesus, how you doing? You still have the snailed hat. Oh my goodness, yes, I gave away one of those tonight. It's been 2 or 3 years. Wow, time flies. Yes, it does. It's so cool. Yes, this hat will take actually 17 minutes. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, hats. My old 6-needle machine did not like doing hats. Rhoda loves to do hats. She has no problem at all with the hats. And last week, you guys, I had the mics turned on the camera, so hopefully you're not hearing all the banging. I kind of switched it, did some fine tuning a little bit. And, oops, she's not liking that. I can see that that's already flying. Hold on. Sometimes happens. Sometimes happens. Let's go. What'd you do? That's okay. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Let's get you going. Okay, let's bring it back. Okay, now it's going to do the blue. Let's go. There we go. Oh, that's going to look very cool. Very cool. Looking good, looking good, looking good. It sounds a lot better. Yeah, sorry about that. You know, when I switched to my other computer, there was some settings I needed to fine tune, and that's when I decided to bring in Simply's Yeti. And do you guys notice any difference with this microphone that I'm speaking with? It should sound better. Oh, that blue is really popping. It's taking shape. Very cool. Very cool. You know, this, not only is this a hobby, but you know what, I have 6 machines and they have all paid for themselves. Because if you were paying somebody to do this hat, you would probably pay them a minimum of $15 to put this design on a hat. And so when you think about, you know, I like to buy clearance items. And you think about the money that you'd save, these machines have paid for themselves. Plus you're giving somebody a one-of-a-kind gift. Yes, I think yes, I think the turquoise was a great choice. It's really making it pop. And any of you interested in learning embroidery, I do teach it. I teach the software as well as the machines. That's what I do in Arizona, is I have my own room with 6 machines, and I introduce this hobby. And the thing is, I will warn you, it is addicting. And the best digitizers in the world are men, not women, they're men. So this is a hobby for anyone. And I got started with a 1-needle machine back in 2004. And now I got, when we sold our company, remember you guys how I said that the door shut, window open? When we sold our company 3 years ago, Simp Dad asked me, he said, what have you always wanted? And I said, I've always wanted a 10-needle embroidery machine. That's my dream. This is the top of the line, brother. And Simp Dad goes, buy it. We could have never, you know, had the bottom not fallen out years ago, I'd never have this machine. You know, you guys, please believe in yourself. Door shuts, window opens. And again, you guys, it's just a short stream, a 2-hour stream, and I'll be back next week. You guys are making it so much fun for me that I'll be back next week. And do you want to do hats again next week, or should we do something else? What do you think? Oh yeah, look at how that's popping. That looks good. That looks good. When you do hats, the machine automatically slows down the speed. This machine will do 1,000 stitches a minute, although I never run her that fast because it vibrates the machine. I run her at 800 stitches a minute. That's where she likes to run. But when she does hats, she automatically sets herself to 500 stitches a minute. Hats are nice. Should we do hats again? Yeah, we'll do hats again next week. If you have a design that you think you'd like that might take a little bit more work, go ahead and email it to me. And if you show up next stream, tag you're it. So if you have an idea for a hat, I can work on the design during the week. And do you do bucket hats? Bucket hats, because of the brim, I did do a bucket hat. I'll show you. I did do a bucket hat. They're a little trickier. Let me show you the bucket hat I did. I'll show you. I did do one. I think, and I think you'll recognize this person too. I'll show you. I did do a bucket hat. So yes, and I think I do. Let me see if I have some bucket hats. Hold on. I got a shitload of bucket hats. I got bucket hats in dark blue, like a purple lavender, like black, white, and turquoise. So yes, I absolutely have some bucket hats, and we absolutely can do them. They're just a little trickier, but I'm always up for a challenge. I'm always up for a challenge. Oh, Eggs Blake. I mean, I am blown away with the technology with these machines and what they can do. And it just, it amazes me. And the thing is it's anybody, I could teach a monkey how to do this. Anybody can do this. You don't have to have a skill set. You don't have to know how to sew. You don't have to know how to do any of this stuff. Very cool. Very cool. Yes, so we do have bucket hats. So we'll do hats again. Let's do hats again. That was fun. So if you can think of a design you'd like, send me sipmom@gmail. And I can work on it. You're a monkey. Can you do this? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. If you can type, you can do this. You absolutely can do this. You're funny. I don't know how to say your name. What is it? Me? Charts? Ahmet Charts? Ahmet Charts. Welcome. Welcome to Sip Mom's Bitch Slapping Club, the only bitch slapping club on Twitch. I will remind you. So how many of you got to play Content King? You can tie your shoes and you can do this as well. You got that right. How many of you played Content King? Any of you? Because Simp Dad's on that. I get the biggest kick out of that. That my voice is. I get to yell at somebody. I get the biggest kick out of that. Yeah, this is, you know, like I'll get people say, well, I'm not very creative. And I said, well, do you know what you like? Because it's a matter of, you go to Etsy or you go to Pinterest and you type in embroidery designs on a hat, embroidery designs on a blanket or towel, and you go, I like that, and then you make it. You don't have to design anything. You just see what you like, and then we do it. Haven't played it, but I like what they did with Canoe. I know it. There are so many streamers in that. Like I'm not a gamer, as you all well know, and I tried playing it a little bit. I am going to take some time and play it because I love Simp Dad's part in it. I love it when he's a general. Oh my God, I had so much fun. I had so much fun with it. I want to reach out to those guys and say, boy, if you ever need another mom's voice, give me a shout. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. One to add to the resume. How many 71-year-old grandmothers are voices in video games? Very cool. Very cool. Oh, that's looking good. It's looking good. Let me take a peek. Oh, it looks great. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes and it's done. It even has like a little number 8 inside that. The white circle is like a little 8. Very cool. Oh, Eggs Blake. Yes, I play the mother. And it's kind of funny because they reached out to me. And, you know, I get you know, Twitch sends all these, you know, do you want to promote this, or, you'll get this much money if you do this. And it's like, I'm not interested in any of that, selling you guys anything. But so when this guy goes, would you be interested in doing some voice acting in a video game? And I went, is this for real? And then I went, yeah. And so I play the mother. I'm one of the first voices you hear because I'm yelling at the kid. I'm yelling at the Caden is the main character. And I said to the producers, I said, he's got to have a middle name. That's the whole purpose of having a middle name. And I said, could I use my grandson's name and as well as my dad's name, which is Robert? And so I get to go, Caden Robert. I forget the last name. And so they put that in there. So I have a tribute to my grandson and my dad in the video game. Simp Dad plays 2 parts in it. He plays a construction guy. Like he's a construction team, and that's pretty early in the game. He also plays the general at the end. And his lines were so funny that I was downstairs when he was doing it because I was laughing so loud. I didn't want them to pick that up in the background. But we had a lot of fun with it. We had a lot of fun. It's a good time. Oh, it's looking good. Isn't that neat? Here it cuts the threads for me. And looking good. Looking good. Yay. So I want to remind you, I'll be on next Saturday. If you have an idea for a hat, send it to me, simpmom at Gmail. And, if I design it and you show up, you'll be the first winner. So, buttons. Yeah, it sounds like fun. Let's do it. Let's do it. The thing with streaming, I got to tell you, that having you is the most important part, and having fun with you and having you chime in. I just love it. And the emails, I got 3 wonderful emails this week. And, she's stuck. What do you stuck on? Hold on. You can always tell with sound. What's the deal? Let's see, number 2. What's up with number 2? Oh, there's number 2. All right. We'll just put it back. Sometimes there's little glitches. That's okay. We don't sweat the small stuff. No sweating the small stuff. Okay. All right. Oh, it looks great. Wait till you see it. Alright, let's go back so we don't miss a stitch. There we go. She just wanted a little TLC. Oh, it looks fabulous. And I want to thank the folks that reached out for the emails. I had some very nice emails. And also somebody asking for advice. Always there to give you my opinion. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. And if you don't have an opinion, I'll give you one. So I reached out to the company that I'm waiting to hear back. I started my stream last week with what I ordered and what I got. And so I'm hoping to hear back because it's like I paid quite a bit of money and I got garbage. And so usually things work out okay. But once in a while, oh, look at how good that looks. Doesn't it look fabulous? I got yelled at IRL. I don't need the stimulation. What do you mean? Oh, you don't need the stimulation. You get yelled at in real life. Oh, now I get it. Ding, ding, ding. No more callers. We have our winner. Oh. Now, all right, Tool. Would you say that I yell a lot? I don't really yell. I just have a definite opinion. Let's go. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. I think we're down to our last color. It's in the mail, Mr. Phoenix. It's in the mail. Actually, let me check. Let me check. Let's go here. I believe. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Hold on. I want to see. Yes, yours. You should have received. Let me check. I mailed your hat. This week. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Oh, your colors are good. The colors are really good. You did good. Any new locations added? You know, Eggs Blake, no new places added. But you know what? I don't have Alaska on here. But no new places. I mean, I thought I had one in Madagascar. The map. All the places. No new places. Like I said, I'm still waiting to send the one to the one that's going to Russia. It's still sitting up there, waiting to go. It's been up there for like 2 or 3 years. With the conflict, they won't allow us to send anything there. So we'll have to see. Oh, this is nice. Okay. This turned out spectacular. Now the reason for the hat hoop is that this, you don't want to embroider on this tag. So it allows you to put this underneath so that it never gets hit. Oh, good choice with colors. Excellent. Yep. So, Mr. Phoenix, check and see. But I can send you your tracking number as well if you want. Okay, because I thought you were supposed to get it Saturday. Yay! It looks great. It looks good. Yes, that's wonderful. And I see that you sent me your address. Good deal. And look at you guys. It's 2 hours already. Oh, boy, does time fly when you're having fun. When I have you great people in front of me. Thank you so much for coming to visit me tonight. That's all we got time for tonight. Just a short 2-hour stream. I don't think you could stand anymore, could you? Yeah. Perfect timing. No, it's all good. It's all good. No, thank you everybody for hanging out with me tonight. Truly appreciate it. You guys mean the absolute world to me. Love getting the emails. Keep them coming. Check out my Discord. I haven't done a lot on there. There's a lot of great recipes on there. Plus I have the best chicken recipe in the world. Right, Tool? Best chicken ever. And yeah, no. You guys, thanks again for hanging out with me. I'll be back next Saturday night, 7 o'clock Central Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do hats. If you have an idea, put your thinking hat on. Send me an email, sipmom@gmail. If I do your design and because I have the design up here, work on your design. And if I see you in chat, you'll be the first hat made. So put your thinking hats on about something you'd like to have on a hat. I can do many, many, many things. Just give me an idea. Nothing makes me happier than to sit down and do a design for someone, a custom design. So That would be fabulous. That would be fabulous. And I just want to thank everybody for hanging out with me tonight. Once again, you guys are you make it so much fun for this old woman. Plus, I got so much shit I got to get rid of. Remember, Christmas in July is coming. So think of ideas. I've got stockings. I've got towels. I might even have some hats. That's kind of fun because we can do the knockdown stitch. And the knockdown stitch is where, when you have all that fluff, stitches would get lost in the fluff. So it knocks it all down, then does the stitches on top. Like White Fuzz would have white knockdown stitches. They call them knockdown stitches so that you can see the wording. But I got all kinds of stuff. Want to start to get rid of this stuff? Or Simpdad's going to have to get me a bigger room. One or the other. I'm not sure. Because this is just... You guys only see this part for a reason. But again, I want you guys to have a wonderful week. If you have any concerns, want to talk, problems, need a shoulder, reach out, simpmomsipon@gmail.com, or reach out to me in Discord. We could do a call. I'm always here for you, wanting to know that. I've walked a lot of miles in my lifetime. And if I can help you out with anything or give you advice or just give you a shoulder, I'm here for you. And like I always end my stream the same way, treat people the way that you want to be treated. You'll never go wrong doing that. You can't control in life what happens to you, but you have 100% control over how you respond. Think about that, right? Your glass is half full, not half empty. When you wake up in the morning and you open your two eyes, those are your first two gifts of the day. Remember, I'm a former hospice nurse. Those people in that bed going home would give anything not to be going home. Make it count. Make it count. All right? And you might forget what they said, but you'll never forget the way they made you feel. Words. They used to say sticks and stones will hurt my bones, but words will never harm me. People have killed themselves over words. That's not true. That's not true anymore. And we're born to love, but we're taught to hate. And that's got to stop. Judge people on character, not on religion, sexual preference, race, any of that bullshit. That's not bullshit. But I mean, judge a person on their character. Are they jerks? Yeah, they might be jerks. Doesn't matter what color they are or race. They might be jerks. But don't look at somebody and judge them already. You peel off the skin. We're all the same inside. We all got that beating heart, right? Yeah. And remember, kindness is free. I want you to sprinkle that shit everywhere you go. Thank you again for hanging out to me.
Hello, chat. The day is done. Make yourself at home. Get your comfies on. Simpmom's made some gifts for you. If you stick around, you can win some too. Every Wednesday, baking streams divine. Every Saturday, cutting up with grown-up. We're hanging with Simpmom. We're hanging with Simpmom. Keep your language clean and fair, or you'll be stuck in the thinking chair. We could get age-slapped.